Noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Inter.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Bullet is offering a right smile there.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. The ball is loose and the chase is on. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lewis Skelly did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
It's the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. This is Messi. That has not gone well.
Arsenal always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And that's gone route one. De Bruyne. Up in no man's land. It's Zambrotta. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Applies the finish! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Knocks it into space. He's certainly onside here. And play for a throw. Towards the back stick. That has been knocked clear. Rivaldo. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mbappe. Oh, look at this. De Bruyne! No mistake. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it.
Batistuta! Goal! Inter! And they're back in front. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, nice touch. Lovely, neat pass. Bullet touches it back. And here's Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the kid in. He gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's having a shot! Has another goal! And he's stuck it away. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example penalty encounter.
And that is indeed the final act. Inter Milan are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. That pass has been well intercepted. De Bruyne. And it's Zambrotta. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, this is a great... There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Towering header! Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. That's well spotted. Now it's Batistuta. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. De Bruyne given the lift of his goal. And here's Messi. Now it's goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Lewis Skelly.
Inter may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. He's a sharp little ball here. Tries a shot! He hits the net. And this is getting better and better. Pressure, not pressure. He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Arsenal in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Goes for the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
De Bruyne clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
And he's managed to get free. Look at the space here. Rivaldo! It's really well cleared. Now it's Gerrard. Well seen. Saw that coming. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Gerrard. Pass is just off target. Looking for options for movement. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Gerrard. Jimenez. Oh, that's a key interception. And the referee brings it to a close. Inter Milan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly...
Ada yang mau mabar gak? Kuila mabar. Mabar.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Inter against Indonesia.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
So we're up and running. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Varela running with intent. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Rivaldo. Belling. Nicely spread. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's shifting through the gears here. Here is a player who is really happening. Now it's Havertz.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
It's a good run down the right. Bellingham. Here's a sharp little ball here. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Bellingham. He's being urged to shoot. Shoots! Tries to pass it through. Havertz receives it in a good position here. Havertz is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Ramos. Varela. Now it's Rivaldo. Fernandez cuts it out. Pacho. And Unahi. He's looking wide. Now it's Ramos. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Yamal. Good ball, good take. Stood up well to him there.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
5 minutes till the break. He's in plenty of space here. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That has been cut short. Belly. He won't be happy with that one. Unahi. And here's Ramos. And the whistle goes for half-time. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So your views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half. A lot more intent.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Inter really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Takes the shot! And again! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. We're still waiting for a goal to report here. Knocks it into space. And it's ended up in no man's land. Now it's Ramos. That has been slung wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. It's almost too easy for him, this.
Correa. Nicely weighted ball. Well timed, excellent interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And the shot's on here. Cleared without hesitation. Nahi. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's neat. Oh, super ball. He's cut it out. And he's there to clear it.
Indonesia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Ronaldo. Nahi. That's destined for the flank.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he welcomes it in. Raya claims comfortably. Perisic gets across to intercept that. Now it's Messi. The ball has bounced loose now.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Gerrard. Schlotterbeck deals with that comfortably.
Substitution for Inter. Number 7, Kai Havertz. Number 21, Jamal.
Well,
Number
that
11,
might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Luis Skelly.
And the shot!
Loose ball now.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Number 9, Erdegaard. Number 19.
Now it's Messi. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Inter.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Rafael van der Vaart will be key here, Peter. I've always admired the way he plays between the lines, having eked out that extra yard of space nobody else can seem to see.
And surely, Tim, he's more than just a luxury player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got the luxury, but he plays with effect. You leave him out, you lose his goal contributions. It's as simple as that, Peter.
No argument. Van der Vaart knocks it into space. Bebeto was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Let's make sure that's not getting through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And this is Bebeto. Decent chance! Goal! Flamingo! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, easy pickings there. Messi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Romero cuts it out. Mbappe is onto this. He's found a way through. Barella with a fine tackle. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Half an hour played now. It's Bebeto. Tries to play it through. This is Messi. And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Rivaldo. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Roberto Carlos.
Inter truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
This is a promising build-up. Inter Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He's picked his way through. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Yamal. That has been cut short. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
There will be 1 minute.
Flashes it across. Takes a shot. It's a goal. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And that is all they have time for.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Substitutions taking place.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And so the action is resumed.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, crossbar! Inter Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Alexander-Arnold running with the ball. Gilberto Silva did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bebeto, oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
62 minutes is
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A case now of complete control. It's a sharp pass. He's had it taken off him. That's Bebeto. Looking to play him in. Shoots! And that's a good finish. They are courting themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline.
number 20.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Substitution in progress.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a great tremendous to everything they've been doing during this.
And the finish! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here. And
Chance! And that is quite wonderful! A finish right from the top drawer! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop him.
Gabriel Batistuta.
There is no mood to go quietly.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ball looks a good one. He claimed it back swiftly. Gilberto Silva. And the Vart.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Minutes added time.
He's hit it long. And here's Messi. And he is dashing away. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that's a fine challenge. Goes down, but nothing given. And here's Mbappe. And that's it. The tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game?
Makasih, jangan lupa di like.
there is a point in every campaign of startling clarity. No margin for error. We are faced with absolutes. Win here, and they survive. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Inter Milan with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. He's shifting through the gears here. Akanji clears it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a searching pass. Rooney. And he can clear it away. That is good strength. Pinches it off him. Here's Mbappe. Aimed at the far side. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Now it's Batistuta. Akanji does well to get it back. Robertson making good progress on the right-hand side. He's picked his way through. It's a good-looking delivery. Raya deals with that nice and simple. That's a dangerous ball. Smartly reclaimed. He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Inter Milan still without a single shot on target. And it's Messi. He's found a way through. Messi. He's looking unstoppable. Looking for the far post. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Messi with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Let's look and place it forward. Rafael Leao. Zabani makes a move down the right. He's got away. Luis Skelly did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
First half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Robertson. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Great challenge, time to perfection. Mbappe. And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That is good alertness. Donnarumma comes out and deals with it. Now it's Batistuta. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's fabulous. Rafael Leao plays it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Inter clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now it's Batistuta. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Just eases him off the ball. Can he get on the end of this? He's through here. Well read. And the danger is averted. Well, there's the clearance.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
The ball's gone astray. Luis Skelly gets on his bike and on the move. And this is Gerrard. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Inter. Number 20.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it all makes sense. They need a shock to the system if they're going to survive. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Alexander-Arnold. Rooney. Inter Milan given another corner. Inter Milan have their second corner now. He's rising! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
He is through here. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for the run. Luis Skelly, he is onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Inter Milan have it back and can go again. Raya. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Referee's call play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitution for Inter. Number 21. Yamal. Number 17.
Now it's Rivaldo.
Number 18.
Oh, that is a nice
Batistuta.
tries from
Coming
distance.
on the field. Number 14. Mbappe.
Breakthrough, and we are into time added on.
Bernardo Silva. Number 7.
Now it's Rivaldo. It's a lovely neat pass.
Added time.
Deftly away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That is as much time as there will be.
Please be made aware.
Inter Milan are down. This is the...
komen dong.
Inter Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of him. That is Sluta! It's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Inter Milan really could have done without this. Raya to save this spot kick and his team. More than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Rafael Leao. We expected better, and so did he. And here's Batistuta. He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rivaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Kahn breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Cucurella wins the duel this time. It's a sharp little ball here. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Looking to play him in. Shapes to shoot! And checked out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. They can spring out of defence. That looks a cracking ball, and he's managed to get free. That's very neat. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Batistuta. And he's only too happy to take that back. Great chance! Oh, crossbar! Is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And they've got a throw. He's had it taken off him. Batistuta. Inter Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Cucurella promptly onto that, and that is that. Is coming off in quick succession here. Kimmich. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Great vision. Gerrard. Rafael Leao. Goes down, but nothing given. Cannavaro. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He has found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! And deep into first half stoppage time, a timely strike. Oh, a horrible terrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless?
That is the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. It's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Messi.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Coming on the field, number 7.
We're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Fiore, there's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Stojkovic plays it short. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And he's intervened well there. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Batistuta. Azar can see things others simply cannot. Can he get on the end of this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicked it back promptly.
Inter may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Taken back almost at once. Tries to pass it through. Howson. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Mbappe. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Tries to play it through. He's found a way through. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Substitution.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Stojkovic with the short one. Now this could be... Lee Kang-in! And he's really put himself on the line here. Barcelona have their third corner. Stojkovic moves short. Chance! And that has fair fizzed. Havertz.
Oh, good read. That was well played, well stopped.
Who came in? Oh, well measured. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Added time.
Mbappe is onto it in a flash. That is as much time as there will be. Inter Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately... boys, it's just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the sixth position, he can play in the number 8 position. But I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft, and that's where he should be used to greatest effect.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. There's the shot! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So, a breakthrough already. Verdonk is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rafael Leao couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Rafael Leao does really well to win the ball there. And it's Gerrard. McAllister makes the interception. And there's green grass ahead of him. Good ball, good take. That's a throw. Half an hour played now, and he's very much the player living the here and now. He has found the way through. Real chance! And that's a good finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Now it's Ferran Torres, who perfectly measured that. And this is Rivaldo. Rivaldo is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's going to be disappointed with that. Cafu. And this is Van Basten. Just eases him off the ball. Iniesta. That's it, 45 minutes up. We're back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Number 20.
Inter Milan, looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
Number 14.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Danilo. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's through here. Shevchenko! Shevchenko! This guy is class! He's got himself an absolute peach. It is an explosive start to the second half. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to...
Oh, shooting chance! No mistake. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Van Basten really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Inter Milan now in a position far more desirable.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Oh, that's a key interception. That looks a tracking ball. Yamal picks it up out wide. Yamal's cross. Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
After 60
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. And a header! Just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Number 15, Modric.
Chelsea ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Danilo spots it and intercepts. And he was quick to react. Modric. Odegaard. Now it's Rivaldo. And this is Modric. Oh, he's burst through. Chance! And he's stuck it away. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up.
After 83
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Another one. This must be his personal high. Inter Milan are having a ball here.
Number 19, Bernardo Silva.
McAllister. Now, can they get him away? So this is Van Basten. Mbappe. Can he finish? He's got it all. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Fellow attendees for this
noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Inter against Barcelona.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Ødegaard proves just a little bit too strong. But he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Looking for the run, and this is Van Basten. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, now can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
Rivaldo just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Romero is there, and he can pick it up. That's a little off target. Can he get on the end of this? Played out wide. Real chance here. Lofted in. He's shooting! He will be quick to recover this. And for a moment, time stood still. Has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. Forlan gets flagged offside. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Van Basten. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Great ball, and he's in here. Goes for a shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Barcelona are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Where it came from. Alexander-Arnold. That is a little undercooked.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
That's a cute ball. And the shot's on here. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nemecha. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Camavinga, he is through here. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. Holland! That marks a high-octane end to the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Inter Milan just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Inter Milan have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking...